Welcome back. Who likes technology? Not us. Sorry about the feedback loop that's going on. We've been testing it all day, and this is our first one, so that's why we do it live, and we've been testing it, and I'm sorry it's not working right now. Adam, how's it doing with your rugged, lovely beard? Oh, I've got an A-OK. It's like he's diving. So if you did hear through the loop, I don't know. I'm Ali. I'm the artistic/executive director of Alphabetti Theatre. Alphabetti Theatre is an intimate black box space with blue seats that are raised all the way around us. I'm wearing blue dungarees with a blue beanie and a white t-shirt. Sitting next to Adam is his lovely partner, Liv. She has big black curly hair and has a smile that just induces joy. And I'm going to go back to my notes because all of that's thrown me off a little bit. So let's see where we're up to. Oh, so Liv is watching the live chat. So if you would like to comment on anything, she is going to write it down if she likes it, and then she's going to, oh, someone's written something, or she's just testing, and then she's going to send I'm not sure if even you saw it, she's going to send a paper aeroplane through to me, and I'll then either get it, or our next person in the room, and our final person, is Andrea, who is our technical manager, who's been looking after the lights for us. And Andrea is helping everyone. So she's looking after the lights, she's on the script, she's checking that the stream is working, hence how we knew that there was a feedback loop. So if it's not working from the chat, then and the planes go all over the place, Andrea may help me with that. So that's for what we're going to be doing. Oh, and obviously we've got... Oh, sorry, and I forgot to say what Andrea looked like. Andrea is a lovely little lady who has... How did I describe you, Andrea? I thought it was a very nice description, actually. Oh, here it is. She's got very kind eyes and a mega presence. I mean, you have to have a mega presence to be a technical manager. She bosses everyone around, and it's perfect. She's excellent. And most obviously, I'm not sure if you can see him anymore because I think he's got bored with all the takes, is that we've got Sir Exelot, the man, the beast, the legend. He is the one, the only, the land seal, the hairy pig. It's Sir Exelot. He is my soppy black staffy. He has white odd socks and a dash of white on his tail. Oh, and I believe they are now showing them to you. Look at that. There, you're getting it all. So, welcome to the BETTi show. How's everyone doing? If you're doing well, please say so. If you're not doing well, please say so as well, and I'm sorry about that. So this is part of our new online programme whilst we're closed due to restrictions due to COVID-19. It's a monthly chat/fundraiser. This month I'm joined by the amazing Ruth Patterson, who I can see, so you're there and she's there. Hiya, Ruthie. Oh, and she's waving back. That's lovely. Thank you, Ruthie. Plus, there's a chance for you at home to win something. That's right. We're giving stuff away. Oh, and it's all the tech happening that we had planned here. It looks like we've got some smoke, but it's pointing it the wrong way because the dog went there. And what's happening next? So, Rexy, can you hold my beer? That's right. We're giving stuff away. No, Rexy, don't spill the beer there. Never work with dogs. What's in the box? 7, Brad Pitt. Great film. So what is in the box? It's our mystery pies. Ooh, hence the smoke. Mysterious girl, I wanna get close to you. Whoa. Mysterious box, what's in you? Hey, we've got our first paper aeroplane. How's it going? Thank you very much, Liv. What a lovely moment. Rex, you're off. Ah, hiya, Sam. Hey, Betty and Co. We miss you. I really miss you. It's really odd not having an audience in the building. Bear, you're off, so I'm going to get rid of this because it's quite stressful having everything at once. Yeah, normally if I was hosting, I would just be skipping around, wouldn't I? And so, yeah, it's really nice that everyone's here and you're very much missed as well as an audience member. The building doesn't work without people in it, and even having 4 of us in socially distanced is very nice because I've been in here by myself a lot with just me and the bear. So that's where we are. Oh, so we talked about the mystery prize. How are you going to get the mystery prize? That's the key. So you will get the mystery prize. All you have to do is keep an ear out for the word gazelle. Whoever hears the word gazelle will get a prize. So you hear the word gazelle and you type it into the chat. First person to hear that word will then win whatever is in the mystery prize. Ooh. And don't panic where you live, because we will post it to you if you are the winner, because that's what we do. All I can now think of, because the smoke's going on, is that the smoke alarm's going to go off because everything else has gone wrong and it's a live show. So half of me's kind of wanting it to, and the other half's going, no, you've already had enough. But that's me. So actually, that's quite a nice fill onto the next bit. So if you don't know about Alphabetti Theatre, actually it's not, I'll tell you when it is. If you don't know about Alphabetti Theatre and you've just joined us, you've stumbled upon it, and you are on the World Wide Web, it's very large, it's the whole wide world, and you are here. Thank you for coming. Stay safe. Don't go outside, but do go outside if you want to, and shop and do some other things. Thank you very much. Welcome to the World Wide Web and to the BETTi Show. So Alphabetti was formed in 2012. We're now on our 3rd venue, and this is a repurposed old rubber stamp factory. Over the past 8 years, we've grown from me sitting in my damp-ridden bedroom, which my mum, who I think's watching if she can work out how to use the technology, used to panic about because it was so badly damp and I've got really bad asthma. So my damp-ridden bedroom, and I was writing sketches about spaghetti, hence the name Alphabetti Theatre. And it's now evolved to 12 staff members, and on average each year we host 300 performances, working and employing 2,000 artists and welcoming 13,500 audience members. Out of that program, out of that program, 60% of those tickets are part of our Pay What You Feel ticketing scheme. And the 39% remaining is tickets under £10, which isn't the best business model, but we do it because we believe that great art should be for everyone, not just those who can afford it. So all our tickets are pretty much below £10, all part of our Pay What You Feel. We've been able to do all of this because of you, our customers. So thank you, and I'm not sure how many people are watching. The guys are writing lots of stuff down, and it's very off-putting. I'm not good at doing film because I'm used to people sitting nice and quietly or heckling me about cheese. I love cheese. So yeah, thanks to you, our customers. So we get the odd bit of funding, but our main source of our income is from the bar and our cafe. So we generate everything from that income. Oh, sorry. Rex has just got through to me. It's time for a quick advert break. So please enjoy this advert.
Oh, hello. My name's Steve Byron. You may know me from such shows as Bacon, Knees and Sausage Fingers or Floorboards. I'm in at Alphabetti today to do an audio recording of Bacon Knees, which will hopefully be available to you in the autumn free of charge. But something very important has come to my attention. This fantastic Alphabetti 2020 calendar is still available. 108 copies of this are still available. Only £5. If there's anything I could say to you other than stay safe, it would be invest in one of these calendars. 12 sumptuous shots of Rex the Wonder Dog in various poses and situations. September being my favourite. Like I say, it's only £5. What's that? A couple of cans, half a takeaway. You can get this on the website, the Alphabetti 2020 calendar. You don't want to miss it.
Important advert there. Alex, thank you for the dungaree shout out. You'll be happy to hear that I have actually got rid of all my other clothes apart from these dungarees and my cut off shorts, which I cut off myself, so they are too short and they don't quite fit. So excellent work from me, and what's really good is that all the charity shops are closed. So thank you for that lovely message. If you've got any more other stuff on the live tweets, we're not Twitter, we're on YouTube, the tube. If you're on the tube and you're just rattling along, please write something into the live chat, and we'll talk about that. So if you are interested in not forgetting 2020, because I mean it's nothing that major's happened. So if you'd like to immortalise the year forever, then why don't you just buy a Rex calendar? I'm joking. So yeah, I'm going to be serious again. Although the government are easing the lockdown restrictions, we will be remaining closed. With our intimate nature, I mean, I can smell the guys that are here right now. I can also smell the smoke, and it's making me remember about laser questing. Pew, pew. But yeah, our furthest audience member is, I don't know, 2 meters away. So if you were with us, so we just can't. It's not physically viable for us to open with social distancing. And ultimately, I, my wife, everyone else that's involved in the company, all the trustees have got to be able to sleep at night, to know that our audiences, our artists, our communities, our staff are all safe. So until that we know that can happen, we won't be opening. Our short-term future is safe. We've been able to receive funding from Newcastle City Council. The job retention scheme is brilliant, although it's changing, but it's still great. I mean, they're giving you money, it's lovely. And we've also received the Arts Council COVID emergency funding. So that's been able to help us to our short, medium term. Where we get panicked is our medium to long term, and it's looking very squeaky bum time for us. So we have a general overheads of 14 grand a month. And that's before we do anything. So currently we're still having to pay 14 grand a month out just to make sure that our staff can survive, the artists that are contracted with us can survive, and we pay our rent, we pay our rates, we pay everything else that has to be paid. Admittedly, in the grand scheme of things, that's not a lot of money, but if you don't have that money, it feels like a mountain. If you don't have a pound, it feels like a mountain. So it's really tough. And I just want to say thank you very much to everyone who's already donated to us. And thank you very much to anyone who's thinking about donating to us. And if you haven't got any money, thank you very much just for being here, because it's amazing. I mean, my emotions are up and down like a gazelle on a regular basis. And I just am so touched by our community and the way that our artists want to work with us. I snuck in the word gazelle there, so I hope someone noticed, because it threw me off track. I've completely gone off script. It's great. We thought this was going to look really professional, me having a lovely iPad, but what the guys forgot was that I am terrible with all kinds of technology, so I should have just stuck with my pen and trusty paper. So where was I? I was talking about the squeaky bum time. Yeah, we're going to be in trouble if we can't work something out. We will survive. We always do. And as the trustees were saying when we've last met up, via Zoom, which is bizarre, as I'm sure you've all been part of. We have been in worse places than this. I guess the issue now is that our previous place was that we used to be worrying about me, and now we're worrying about 12 people and the 2,000 artists that we work with and the audience members that don't feel comfortable going to other venues. And the work that we create is not created anywhere else. So I think that's quite important, and I hope you do as well. If you can't give any money, thank you very much for just tuning in. All we need you to do is share and engage with our online program. Their work there is all free. It's all part of our Pay What You Feel, like this is. And the more people that do that and the more people that we can get engaging with it will make a better case to our funders. So let's stop talking about that and let me talk about something fun. I'll probably bring in our guest soon because she's way better than I am. It's party time. But before that, just so if you are a writer, we've launched, as part of our online program, we've launched the Listen Up project, and that is 9 micro commissions for underrepresented voices in theatre. If you're a writer, it's a short audio play. Look online, it's all there. We've also got BETTi Recommends. It's it's updated each week, which is a lot of work because the internet is massive. It's a curated internet. So it's our 6 recommendations from the internet of free bite-sized culture. And we've also got monthly free performances. So we'll have this show, which you'll definitely be tuning back in for. And we'll also have different ones each month as well. So we've also got Rocket Girl, which is a family-friendly show, and that is on Wednesday, the 8th of July. That's premiering at midday. Okay, that's enough waffling from me. I'm going to bring on my guest. She is in her own home because it's the safest place for her to be. For the past 9 years, she's been growing a name for herself on the UK and international music scene with her band Holy Moly The Crackers. She's the 2020 Artist in Residence at the Sage Gateshead. She's a trustee at Alphabetti Theatre. She's an activist / ambassador for the Attitude Is Everything, who campaign to improve deaf and disabled people's access to live music. And last week, she released her debut single as part of a solo project. Please clap, cheer, and wake your children if you have them and they're sleeping upstairs for the one, the only, the amazing Ruth Patterson! Adam, roll that video!
Hiya, my name is Ruth Patterson. Thanks very much to Ali for inviting me to play a little bit for you for Alphabetti Theatre. I've been a friend of Alphabetti Theatre right since the beginning, pretty much. When it was in Dog and Parrot, which is a long old time ago now, about 10 years ago. And performed there many times with my band Holy Moly The Crackers and seen some amazing stuff. Now, all venues and theatres are going through a real difficult time at the moment, aren't we all? But they could really do with your support right now, especially Alphabetti Theatre. So if you can, please donate, please support the theatre, and let's hope that it comes back even stronger in the future. I'll really miss it if it doesn't. So I think it's a real big asset to the North East, Alphabetti Theatre. It's got a good place in my heart, big place in my heart. So I'm going to play one of my new songs. This song's going to be out later on in the year, and it's called Somebody Else.
That you felt the same.
just after death, climbing out of his skin. Is a soul in flight, such a terrible thing. And when you sing for me, it brings me to my knees, 'cause I know that you are singing for somebody else, but I will sing for you no matter what you do, even if I have to be somebody else. You've gotta feed the birds if you want them to fly. I'm a ghost of myself, hung up from the sky. I don't even know myself enough to ask myself why. And if you feed the birds, they will emigrate south. Was it you? Was it me? I was never in doubt that we flew so high that the fire went out. And when you sing for me, it brings me to my knees, 'cause I know that you are singing for somebody else, but I will sing for you no matter what you do, even if I have to be somebody else. I wanna save you from this world and all the ways it makes you hurt. I wanna save the world from you and all the crazy things you do. And when you sing for me, it brings me to my knees, 'cause I know that you are singing for somebody else, but I will sing for you no matter what you do, even if I have to be somebody else. I will sing for you no matter what you do, even if I have to be somebody else. So that's a new song called Somebody Else, and look out for it later in the year. Thanks again for Alphabetti for having me, and thanks for listening. And I understand we're going to be having a little chat in a bit with Ali, so I'll see you there. Lots of love. Mwah.
Hello. I'm on the cans, and it's quite odd because I can hear the end of Ruth's video now, and now I can hear myself. So I think we may be having a feedback loop.
Okay, so we don't have feedback loop on the stream. Is YouTube open on that?
I'm just going to do some elevator dancing and see what happens. And maybe we should just mute. Is everyone muted, Adam?
You're not.
I'm not. Could I turn my... I'll just take my cans off, shall I? I'll just take them off and then I could just speak normally instead of hearing myself. I'm having a conversation. Should we do the different idea? Should we mute Ruth again?
Yeah, Ruth isn't on.
And get rid of these? Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? I've got a, Ruthie, we will come back to you in a second, I promise. Should we, Andrea, please could you call Ruth on my phone? Ruthie, we can see each other. Well, actually, you can't see me, as you said. And we'll call you... Andrea's going to call you now on my phone, and then we'll do it like that. We'll put you on speakerphone, and hopefully that will work. But don't put yourself on speakerphone, because then it's going to get really confusing. My mum has got in touch. Thanks, Marjorie. She says she is watching, and she sends a big hug. Her exact words, might as well embarrass him. Marge, you can never embarrass me after the time that you dressed up as Marge Simpson. I'm a big fan. And now my father-in-law has got in touch. He says, is there a time limit to the number of calendars I can buy? Not at all, pup. There are 108. So any time you want, if you'd like to buy all 108, we will not give you a discount. So completely up to you. How amazing is Ruth? Like, her voice could just melt metal, couldn't it? I mean, it's unbelievable. Oh, here comes Andrea. Thank you. Okay. Oh, you're on WhatsApp as well, so that adds an extra bit of technology. Ruthie, can you hear me? Oh. I can't hear you. Oh, well, that's because I'm connected. Now I can. Hello. Hello.
Can you hear me? Oh, right. Hello.
Liv, can we turn off those headphones, please? And this is why everyone loves live, because... Ruthie, I'm just going to talk to the audience while Liv sorts something. And do we think we're okay? Are we ready? Are we happy? Great. Can we also mute these...
Should we turn scope off?
Well, then you won't be able to see the competition. Turn it off completely or mute it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, I'm being daft.
Okay, I'm going to turn off the speaker on it so that I can then not get the feedback, because it's just confusing me. So actually, Liv, could you do that, please? Never work with dogs or children.
It's okay.
Okay, Adam, are we getting an okay signal for our people at home? Lovely. So what is Ruthie? I've got some questions for you here. While we're sorting all of that, why don't you tell us where people can find out more about your music? Because we could talk about how you're doing in lockdown and your emotions and things, but I've got a lot more juicier questions to go into that I've already texted you. So where can people find your links? And hopefully Adam has them ready that he can just pop up, or if not, Liv can put them onto the chat. Or you can if you really want, or maybe Con can, who's hopefully behind you. No, in front of you.
No, he's reading a book.
Oh.
He's on the couch reading a book. Bless him. You can just Google us. I've got a website. I've got Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and it's all with the hashtag, the tag RPAT, RPATT. So yeah. Go on
Lovely.
there, check us out. Got me new music out.
And your new music is amazing. I mean, I know I'm biased because you are a friend and a trustee.
You kind of have to say you like it.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't have a choice.
I kind of want to... I mean, now I'm technically Graham Norton, as I have my own show, so I'm quite tempted to invite artists on that I don't like but appreciate, and I can appreciate them as an artist. So, but because art's so subjective that I can just be like, it's not for me, but other people like you. I'm quite keen to have that as one of my guests. I mean, we haven't got one of those guests yet. I'll talk to the board of trustees. I'll see what they think. Right, let's get onto our chat, because I'm sure everyone is dying to know the things that I've got for you here. So, as just mentioned, you married your fellow bandmate, Conrad the Barefaced Bird, after you were together for 12 years. Yeah, bro. Why?
You can tell why. I actually met him in the middle of a wood by a lake, and he'd just come off his gap year in India gap year, and I thought he lived in the woods, and I fell in love with him that day. So that's it. Very simple.
I mean, that's great. I've got a question here from one of my really good pals, who is a huge fan of yours, that he gets nervous every time he sees you and Con around when us two are having a drink and he comes to meet us. And we've had to leave a bar before.
I bet he's going to love you for saying that.
Yeah. So he says, your solo stuff is a sign of is your solo stuff the sign of Holy Moly slowing down, or are we going to get those great live gigs too?
No, everybody keeps saying that. No. I'm definitely not going anywhere. They'll have to kick me out, kicking and screaming, if they're going to get rid of me out of the band. But no, I'm definitely not going anywhere. It's just something that I've always wanted to do, and it's something that I'm doing on the side, sticking away myself. But yeah, definitely Holy Moly is still going. It's alive and well. Obviously we can't do anything at the moment, but we'll be back as soon as we can. And no, I am definitely not going anywhere.
Yes, you stick your arms in and not go. Actually, that's quite a good. That's quite a good on one too, because I've always wanted to know this. So with your band Holy Moly The Crackers, people who are streaming, if you've never listened to Holy Moly The Crackers, where have you been? They've been on the scene for ages and they're touring internationally. They're massive and amazing. They were going to be on the Avalon stage in Glastonbury. I was about to say Gateshead. That would be really bad. That would be like a Tyres stage, wouldn't it? Isn't it Tyres who do Avalon? No, I don't know. But they were going to be on a big stage in Glastonbury if it happened this year, but they're not. So Ruth, back to you. The question: you guys are one of the hardest working bands I've ever heard of and known. You're always doing something, whether you're on tour or you're recording or you're just doing something. So you're with them a lot. What are the band's worst and best habits that everyone has to deal with? You don't have to say like, I fart loads or whatever, but you could just be like, there's one person who has really bad something or other. So you don't have to mention the exact person, and then we can play a game for me to guess.
Okay, so there's one person that you know really well, and they have a very, very annoying habit, which is whatever space they are in, whether it's the van or a hotel room or backstage, that they empty their bag of fabric and clothes and knitting and objects everywhere. I think you're going to be able to guess who this person is. But it's lovely, but also a nightmare. And the second one that I'm going to say is, it's nice, but also sometimes drives me mad, is one person in the band that's got a very, very, very good singing voice. It's not Conrad, and they sing whilst driving incessantly. And I'm trying to give you more clues. They also play the drums.
I mean, I knew who it was as soon as you said driving, but I mean, not everyone else does. So Rosie, who is the incredible Squeezebox player, is also a brilliant designer who's worked with Alphabetti quite a bit. And Tommy's wonderful, who's the drummer. And I mean, both of those are bad, but they weren't that bad. So what's the best habit that people have on tour that you or just generally having to be with them the whole time?
I mean, they're all kind of good and bad. Like, Jamie's really, really tidy, so he always packs the van, but then he can get really pernickety as well. Want to do it exactly right, which is amazing because he's packing everybody else's stuff, but then it's also just like, I love it because I'm also a neat freak, but I think sometimes it's like the clash of the messy people and the tidy people. You know, not going to name any names apart from, yeah, I'm on Jamie's side. But I don't know. No one has any real bad habits. I mean, some people like to go swimming and then not dry their clothes and then just have them smelling in the van for like the the rest of the tour, which is sometimes over a month. So that can get pretty bad. Like sometimes the van is so smelly, I go around with wearing Vicks under my nose because it's so bad.
That's brilliant.
Pretty bad.
So we've had a question in from Jessie Barrett, who is who's in the band Mammal Hands, that also brilliant band. Maybe you should do a collab. What? The first collab that's happened through the Betty Show. Graham Norton's going to eat his socks. Jessie asks, he'd like to hear Ruth's thoughts on where the live music scene could be going in the next few years. Could it be exciting and vibrant once lockdown is over? I mean, that's a length of string question, Jessie.
I mean, I'm not expert. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see that it comes back stronger and that everybody's included when it comes back, and venues are taking this time to think about access and think about how they can be more inclusive and more accessible, and just more diverse as well, just more interesting, just less of the same bands in, less of the same crowd, like try to broaden our horizons a little bit. That would be nice, but I don't know. I'd like to think so, but I definitely don't want it to go back to how it was before, but sometimes that just happens, doesn't it? But I mean, all the best music has come out of the worst times, if you look back in history, so I don't see why this should be any different. So hopefully, that's my answer, hopefully.
Yeah, I think it's really, I mean, you've done so much for Alphabetti in terms of making sure that we are on it in the ways that that I've always wanted to be, and sometimes I just forget, and you go, well, no, don't forget, you dickhead. Sorry for the language. But it's that thing, and I guess that moves on quite nicely to, actually, well, I've got a few questions, but I'm going to cut those ones because we're running over. But why did you, going on from that thing of how can we make the music industry and going further, the creative industries, I mean, we're already doing loads of training that we've spoken about. So Alphabetti is doing training for all the staff, not because they need it, or but just because it's only going to help. So we're doing diversity training, and we're doing training, disability training with 3 experts that Ruth's helping with, and we've finally been able to secure funding to be able to employ that and do it properly and go, right, how can we do an audit? How can we make sure that this is the best that we can do as a venue when we reopen? And what's amazing is that funding came in just before lockdown, and I was like, yes! And then lockdown happened. So that's something for the audience. Ruthie, you already knew that because you're on the board and you're great. But I guess that's it moves on quite nicely for me. Is why when I approached you and asked you to sit on our board, why did you say yes? Like why do you want to be a trustee of Alphabetti?
I've always loved Alphabetti. I feel like I've been there since the beginning, and I've seen it grow, and I've seen you enable it to grow, and all the work that you've put in. And I know you really well, obviously, but I know how much you want to be inclusive. And a lot of people, say, oh, I want to be inclusive, I want to be accessible, but it's kind of just for the show of it. I could tell that you were really, really serious about it for the right reasons, and I wanted to do everything I can to help and use any resources that I have to get it. So it is like showing up other bigger organisations. That would be nice, like such a small theatre, but having it as a beacon for the Northeast, like this is how to be accessible, this is how to be inclusive. And I think you're on the right path, and I think we're getting there, and it's really exciting. I was just excited. I'm very flattered when you're in.
I would say so for everyone.
So thank you.
No, thank you, Ruthie. You're amazing. So for everyone, I was terrified to ask Ruth when it first happened. I had to go through Conrad and be like, Con, do you think Ruth would be interested in doing this? I'm really scared of you now, Ruth, even though before all of this time, we used to cuddle loads, just as friends. Don't tell Conrad, he's reading a book! Or my wife, Moll. But yeah, that's those parts. Yeah, basically, Ruth, you scare me. And you're so lovely. Thank you very much. Right, so has anyone spotted Gazelle, by the way? Who won Gazelle? Elijah Young. I actually really wanted you to win this, Elijah. So Elijah Young is an associate artist of Alphabetti. He was mega skint when we did our last fundraiser, and he spent £30, despite being mega skint, £30, which is a lot of money to most people, and to when you're skint, even more, on an end of a lime that we tricked him was a nipple because he was so drunk and so into the fundraising, he just got really excited about auctioning. So I'm really glad that, Elijah, you won. Would you like to know what you have won? Because I will tell you now. It's in the box. It's pretty special. That's my version of a drum roll. It's a real-life part of Alphabetti. It's a part of Alphabetti. So I have knocked down a wall in the bar, and you are going to get this bit of Alphabetti, and no one else has this bit. You will own some of your very own Alphabetti, and you can put it on a necklace if you want, Elijah, and just take it around with you, or you can put it on the windowsill, or if you really want, and be quite mean, you can just chuck it in the bin. But anyway, I do know where you live because it's on your invoices and you're an associate artist, so I can just post that to you. I was going to post it to you anyway, but I'll check if that's the right email. And congratulations, you've gazelled that one, and there's going to be a new mystery prize next month. Before we go, Ruthie, I have a very big task for you, and everyone at home actually, and whoever gets the highest mark, Liv, if you can follow this on the chat. I'm now going to do, so you're a musician, Ruthie, so I want to test your music knowledge, but because of the YouTube algorithms, I can't sing the songs or hum them, or we just play the intro of the song. We can't do that. So instead, I'm going to dance the song that I'm listening to in my head, and you have to guess what it is. And if you can't, and so I want to hear what the name of the artist and the song is. And people at home, you can also do it. You can write it down. First person who gets it on the chat wins those points. Okay, so is everyone ready? Because if not, I'm starting anyway. Right, that's that one. That's that one.
I am ready.
You're ready. Great. Thanks, Ruthie. Okay, so song number 1. So I'm just trying to remember the beat.
Can I guess?
No, not yet. I haven't finished it yet. Oh, wait, I just remembered you can't see anything, can you? So you're just having to guess from what my dungarees are doing, which is brilliant. So the lighting for Ruth, because she's on Skype, everyone, is completely different to the lighting that you guys have got. So she's having to guess. So I'll say finished, and then you can guess, Ruthie, okay? Right. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you just tell me when you're done.
Okay, finish there, Ruthie. What was that song?
Adele, Someone Like You.
Incorrect. Did anyone get it on our... No, not good enough, Ruthie. You need to get your music knowledge better. Did anyone get that on the chat? No one got it on the chat? I mean, I thought that was quite an easy one. Oh, someone's got it! Yes! So the correct answer was Dreadlock Holiday by 10cc. And who's the right person, Liv? Are you going to speak, or are you just going to say... Dan Johnson, Dan, the Powerpuff Man. Well done, my friend. Okay, song number 2 is... and finish that one. Ruthie, were you able to see it at all? Mind blown. Shall I? All right, I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a clue. Her dad is a very famous musician and actor.
Lily Allen?
Incorrect. The answer was, I Whip My Hair. Oh no, sorry, it's not I Whip. It's just Whip My Hair by Willow Smith. Of course, Ruthie. Okay, number 3. This one I would expect you to get.
Yeah.
Okay, right, is everyone ready? I just need to get it in, so it's a little bit instrumental. Oh yeah, I need to start like this. Okay, everyone ready? Okay, Ruthie, any no?
Baby, You Can Drive My Car, The Beatles.
Oh, that would be a good one. No, I'll give it to you now. The moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. Yeah, Aretha Franklin, I say a little prayer. Okay, song number 4 is, this one's a really easy one. I would be upset. Oh, Rex wants to come on, but he's decided he's just going to sit on his mat by my feet. Song number 4, it's our penultimate song, and then we are going to leave everyone, so I'm sorry about that. But there's loads of other exciting stuff to know about, and if you want to get any other comments in, put them in now. So, song number 4 is... And I'll give it to you one more time. Any ideas, Ruthie?
Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Yes! Go wild at home, everybody! She's got one right. And who's it by, Ruthie?
Britney Spears.
Correct. That's 2 points. Andrew, can we just note that down for next month? So far, our leaderboard is Ruth Patterson, 2 points. Okay, and our final one for you, Ruthie, if you can get it. Here we go. This one's a pretty tough one. And I'll give it to you one more time, but with my left hand, because my right hand hurt. Okay, any ideas?
I could literally just see dungarees, so I have no idea.
Okay, so your final answer is dungarees. Incorrect, I'm afraid. It was Poker Face by Lady Gaga. Well, that's all we've got time for tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has obviously been very silly and very fun. Well, I've enjoyed myself. I hope you guys have. Everyone else behind the camera has as well, and Rex is okay. Did you enjoy yourself, Ruthie?
Yes, I've enjoyed myself. Thank you, Ollie.
Thank you. I mean, that means, hey, we've got 5 people that are happy. Thank you very much. And so next month we will be doing this again. So we'll be doing this monthly. I'm going to hang up on you now, Ruthie, so bye. And I'll probably call you back later afterwards. So we will be doing this next month, and we will have a new guest on, which is Gary Kitching. We will also have Digi Shlanky doing some music as well, and Gary will be doing a long-form improv piece that he'll be taking suggestions from you guys through that live chat. So that's going to be equally hard and fun. Till then, please check out BETTi Recommends. Please, if you are a writer, if you identify as a writer of an underrepresented group in theatre, then please check out the Listen Up project. And also, please, please, please watch Rocket Girl, which is going live on the 8th of July, so next Wednesday at midday. It's a family-friendly show. It's great. It was recorded in February, and I loved it. Obviously, I'm going to. I made it, or co-made it. Andrea was the stage manager for it. It was lovely. That's going live there. Captions are available, and we have actually captioned ourselves rather than relied on YouTube, so hopefully they're better than these ones. Thank you very much, and please send everyone's love. Stay safe, and hiya Mama and Papa and Shaz and Jimbo and Mol and KB if you're watching. I haven't seen you guys for ages, so it's really nice to be able to see you live. Bye.